Okay, this is part two where I'm going to talk a little bit about why the fonts I chose are useful for the good legibility and readability of my webpage. So as I described, I like that this has a slight bit of personality. This font here, the Cagliostro, one that I downloaded from online, it has a little bit of personality more so than the Verdana I used for the paragraph text. And I like that because my page has more of a little bit of personality. It's got these triangles that are kind of sticking down, and I think that this kind of reinforces that element that I brought in with the layout. And the legibility of these is really good. The sans serif font makes it have a more clean, efficient, kind of sterilized look. It's kind of mechanical. And I like that for this, and I used an 18-point spacing in between the lines instead of the default, which is 12 to 14-point spacing, because I feel that it gives it a more easy to read, clean thing, and it has more open space. This font is easy and legible because if you'll see the strokes, same as basically on Verdana, the strokes basically all have the same thickness, and on this part of the personality is a lot of times you'll notice that the eyes in some fonts and the ends of the letters are ended with the square end, and in this font it's all ended with a rounded end, and the dot on the eye is an actual circle. So that makes a difference to the relative font. That kind of makes it have a softer look because it ends in circles instead of squares. And also the apertures are very open. If you'll notice with the C's, there really aren't that many words on here, so you can't see it with that many letters, but the open spaces are very open, and the strokes are still strong enough that you can see, and the X height looks pretty good, but also the ascenders and descenders are long. They look a little tiny bit longer than traditionally. They look longer than this even, that's what I'm saying. They're slightly long, elongated. So I think that makes it a pretty legible typeface, and that's not even the most important thing because these are my headers and titles, but that's still important for the feel that I want my page to have. So that's pretty much it for why these are good fonts to choose for me.